explain my brain.
Yeah. Would you explain how you understand the passage of time?
How I understand the passage of time?
Like, how do you keep track of knowledge about the passage of time?
I don't even know how to explain that. I kind of like I learned like stuff I've learned in the past. I mean, it's only brought up again if something in the present time is making me remember it. Like
Right.
it's hard for me to recall things if it's not necessarily needed.
Setting aside the issue of whether it's memory or not for the moment, in
Okay.
general, can you answer this? Give me some examples of things that you know.
Examples of things that I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a really weird thing. Like that's weird. Can you like narrow it down a little bit maybe? I just feel like it's very broad. I can't just like say
Okay.
anything.
Examples of things that you know that you believe to be important that you know. That you believe that it's important that you know that.
It's important that I know that. um I feel I can't I don't know, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay. Is it important to you to know that cheese is on sale?
No.
Is it important to you to know how you feel about a given
Uh
television program?
no.
Is it
Is
important?
in it would be important for me to know well, a lot of my thinking revolves around like my kids and stuff and like what I'm doing with them now and how that is going to affect them down the road. Um, so but I don't know how that ties into what I know. Um,
Well, for example, I mean, an obvious one that any parent I think would express is that it's important to me to know that my kids are okay right now, or to operate under the assumption that they are, believably.
mhm.
You don't want to be driving around town and you know that the school's fallen into a sinkhole and half the children are dead, but you don't know if your children are among them. You don't want to be in that position.
Mhm.
And in the default state, we assume that the status quo persists. So that my daughter right now is off somewhere fine. I'm assuming. I haven't talked to her today or anything, but there's no reason to think otherwise. And there's plenty of reason to think that if there was something wrong, I would have heard of it. You know, I'd be one of the first people to be alerted. So, um, since I haven't had any such alertings, then for her to not be okay would suggest that it happened like within the last 10 minutes or something, which seems unlikely. So, you know, there's good reason to believe that the status quo does persist. Of course, it doesn't always, and that's the shocking experience that I had of when your dog dies and you get a phone call, and all of a sudden everything's different forevermore. Who
Okay,
says that?
my Wi-Fi cut out.
What is that thing, Neptune, that you wrote there?
What's this say?
I assume that mothers' brains work like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, probably.
What
That's a
did
good
it
one.
say? I didn't see it.
He said it's a lot. It's a illogical argument. I talk to my
Oh.
daughter every day. I haven't talked to her today, and it's almost midnight. My daughter's not okay. Yeah, like that. I want to get Yaylor on here because I want to talk. I want to do a video about the Awards. The committee.
Ta-da!
There he is.
Did you like that?
I did for Shizzo. So who's in the room right now? Who's this guy? Who's the gorilla with the 10
That's the one you thought was a troll.
That's
That's
Sean.
him. Okay. And that's Poppy. And then we got a blankie and a blankie. One of the blankies is she.
I'm signed in though. Should be.
Yeah, you have
I
a
know.
crown on.
Okay.
Then turn off your camera. Don't just be like all.
I did.
Oh, okay. What about other blankie? Who's other blankie? There you are. Now I see your thing.
I can't
Who's
see
the other
it.
Okay. Well, there she is, Carolyn. So I'm going to just, in typical host Eric fashion, be less behind closed doors probably about this process than Taylor might love. But it is just, I mean, not just, it is the committee, the committee of awards. Yes, it's the committee of awards that we're
Who
picking
made that?
here.
Which
We're
is
gonna do
both
that.
prestigious and literal.
It's gonna go to
You
Susie though.
Okay, so look, I've already have in mind a few. I'm thinking I have a number of 5. We could change that number. I just got to throw out an initial suggestion here and see what Taylor thinks. My initial suggestion for people on the committee of awards is
Hold on. Are we? Oh wait, this is recorded, so that can serve as the official minutes of the
recorded.
committee to select the committee of awards.
We really ought to have that. You know, the committee of awards elections. We have electoral college for the committee of awards. Anyway, here's my initial throwing out suggestion. I would like to see on the committee of awards. I'd like to see Carolyn. I'd like to see Neptune. I'd like to see Elsie, and I'm inclined to like to see she as well. No offense to anybody else. It's going to be a smallish committee, but that's why that's a starting point for me to throw out for open negotiations here with Taylor and anybody else who wants to chime in about what they think the awards committee ought to be. I mean, the committee of awards. I'm sorry, I hate to mistitle it like that. I feel like a jolt of Eulorian punishment in my spine when I mistitle it. That's where we are. I'm just going to stop talking and see what other people say. Taylor?
Okay, one at a time.
One at a time?
Yeah, give me one. Which recommendation?
All right. Elsie. Elsie's my first recommendation. She's not here.
She does have expertise in criticism.
She doesn't say much. I want to hear her say things more.
Right. I second the motion. So moved. I'll see as a member.
Elsie's in. Okay. Anybody else? But I think we need to open it to anybody who wishes. It's like a wedding where you go, if anybody wishes to object or hold your pee forever. No?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
Do you object, or are you holding your peace?
No, I'm just gonna hold my pee.
Okay.
Okay.
Next.
All right, so we've got a number now of 3 people on this committee. Taylor and I are on it, and Elsie. The next one I would like to suggest would be Carolyn, another person who doesn't speak much.
Now, you, me, Elsie, Carolyn, Neptune. She?
That's an even number, so we either have to add one or go with 5. I don't mind going with 7, but we could go with 5 either way. I'd say she's in if it's 7, she's out if it's 5.
I think it would be an interesting dynamic to hear she and Neptune being generous to people, and Elsie and me and Carolyn not being generous, and you doing your thing.
But I still think we need an even number. Then we have to get one more. So we're if we go with those 6, then we have to decide on a final member.
Or we need a tiebreak procedure to be written in the bylaws of the committee.
Okay, how about the 7th member only come into play in case of a tie?
in which case it's selected randomly from the raw room at the current time. We'll have to figure out how to be random later. Random.
That's kind of an important part of it, though. We haven't really figured out anything. We haven't figured out how we're going to pick the person.
Okay, it'll be the person in the top left corner.
Okay. Of the bot thing that we can look in on. Okay.
Okay, when we look in from the bot, it'll be the person. If you put everyone in like the order you'd read in, it'll be the first one, left to right, bottom.
Are blankies eligible?
No.
No blankies are eligible.
I actually like the way you went about it. I don't know if you did this deliberately, but you incorporated a lot of different types in the committee. You can't have too many NTPs, you know.
I didn't think about it at all, actually, to be honest.
Your support is self-serving,
but excellently phrased and appreciated, because whether it serves you or not, it also serves me.
Mm-hmm.
See, motherfucker, this is okay. I moved yes on everyone you said, so that we have an even split of generosity and not.
Yes. Okay, fine. Then all in favor, say aye.
Wait, aye. There's one other thing I want to throw in. If Zach Attack is in the room during a tie break, he automatically trumps.
Okay. Then Zach Attack, if present, is the tiebreaker. If not present, we default to the previously described option.
Aye.
This sounds like a really effective system.
Totally.
I like it.
It's fun conceptually. Okay.
Okay. So now I think we have everybody in the committee of awards here except for Elsie. I think that's a quorum. Okay. First of all, that counts as a quorum.
Well, we don't need a quorum because we're doing this one by decree.
Well, yes, but we still have. Naturally, anything worth decreeing has parliamentary rules associated with it, Taylor.
Well, duh.
Yeah, you can't have anything worth doing that not have parliamentarian procedure.
But we're following standard boardroom procedure.
Okay, so why don't then we make a video about the first of the consideration sessions for nominations for possibilities for not for people, but for criteria that we'll use to decide what counts as excellence.
Oh, that's fun.
So we have to do that one first before you even get to the people. This is an award that has to be taken. It involves a lot of serious deliberation.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's start it. We intentionally, I talked to Taylor about this earlier, and we intentionally left off a lot of people that
are automatically going to be super generous or super not generous.
I wasn't thinking in those terms. I was thinking about presence, like the ones who already have more of a presence. I would like to.
All right. Well, we settled on the same people.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. For whatever our respective reasons, we came to the same conclusion. All right. So, and I like the fact Neptune points out the added benefit of the other thing. So let's talk about it then. Criteria of excellence for this amazing certificate. Not yet transubstantiated, but it will be. Another look at it. I'm sorry if I ruin your eyes for the rest of the day. You're going to be like, everything else you look at looks hideous because you looked at this. But there it is. You can see it's still got the plastic on it. Plastic. Yep. Okay.
That's genuine plastic.
That's genuine. Right. That's Corinthian plastic. Okay. So for those only people on the committee, please discuss. The other people can stay and watch the committee in action if you'd like. But Committee of Awards is now officially in session. I'd love to hear from Neptune, she, Carolyn, or Taylor, or me, or is that it for that's in here right now? Yeah, that's it. That's in here right now about what counts as excellence.
Okay, we should have a moisture category.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And it should be. I mean, you can win either by having a significant amount of moisture